Hello viewers and welcome to Rwanda Television. I'm Emmanuel Munyarukumbuzi and you're watching Destinations. Today we'll talk about the familiarization trip, dubbed Farm Trip, organized by Ereka Group, a group created by Rwandan tour operators based in Kigali. Tour operators from Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania attended the Farm Trip to experience firsthand what Rwanda has to offer in terms of tourism products. We approached the organizers to learn more about the reasons of organizing such an activity. Please do enjoy the show.
Farm Trip navuga ko ni nk'urugendo shuri. Urwo rugendo shuri rero tukaba twararuteguriye abaturanyi bacu, abagande, abanyakenya n'abatanzania, abo duhuje uyu mwuga wo kwakira ba mukerarugendo kugira ngo tubashe kubereka no kubasobanurira ibijyanye n'igihugu cyacu. Ubundi bari basanzwe bakigurisha bohereza abashyitsi ariko nabo ubwabo batarahagera. Ubu rero niyo mpamvu twashyizemo iyo gahunda yo kuvuga ngo tubahamagare, tubakire, tubereke igihugu muri make. Bafite iminsi 7, muri iyo minsi 7 nibura nibasubirayo bazaba bafite ubumenyi buhagije bijyanye n'igihugu bari basanzwe bacuruza ariko batarakimenya neza. Tourism iza ku mwanya wo hejuru mu byinjiza amafaranga menshi mu gihugu. Muri ubwo rwego rero turibaza ko nyuma yuko abantu 50 basuye igihugu bagiye kongera umubare noneho wo kohereza abantu kurako noneho bazabanagurisha ibyo bumva bazi neza.
In 2011, tourism was ranked the fastest growing sector in Rwanda. Up to now, Rwandan tourism continues to grow by leaps and bounds every year and is now the biggest foreign currency earner. So far, the Rwandan tour operators mostly rely on poorly done websites to get tourists to visit Rwanda. This problem extends beyond our borders, where we find regional tour operators following the same trend. Tourism professionals in the region lack a clear understanding of the current tourism products Rwanda has to offer other than the well-known mountain gorillas.
This is the first time I come to Rwanda, Kigali.
Yeah, it's my first time to Rwanda, and yet my company specializes in tours, in gorilla tracking specifically in Rwanda.
And we've seen that Rwanda is having a lot to offer than even we were expecting.
After all, clients actually asked in the past before I came here, and I was like, I'm not really sure what the feedback will be.
We only knew Rwanda for gorillas and nothing much, but now we can have more days in Rwanda because there are so many activities, hidden activities actually, that we hadn't come across.
The farm trip participants had reasons of joining the trip. In addition to that, they also had expectations.
The reason I joined the trip is because I need to see what Rwanda offers in terms of tourism destinations so that we can be able to sell them to our guests.
Why I'm here is really to have a real experience of what Rwanda tourism is all about.
My expectation is to see the country. And to experience the trekking for gorilla. This is my main expectation, and I hope I can arrange my clientele coming here, maybe even for the weekend, because it's not very far. I can see it's only 1 hour flight from Nairobi, so maybe weekend and just a breakaway, something like that, you know.
My expectations after this trip are really big, I must say, because then I'm going to sell Rwanda better, because now that I've experienced the land of 1,000 hills personally, yeah, I know how to bring out every small detail about Rwanda to my prospective clients. More to that, I've already made a few partnerships with some tour operators based here in Rwanda, so we can work together in selling Rwanda.
We like to sell to our clients what we have seen. We don't want to read in books or see in movies and go sell to them. We want to speak from experience. So we like, to go and experience, then we can speak out live and confidently to our clients. So we really look forward to bringing clients here more, because we have seen it.
Expectation is to be able to see those many destinations. For example, the gorilla tracking, which is very commonly wanted by most of our clients. Lake Kivu, then the city tour itself. Yeah, most of those destinations will work for me. Having this information will make me rich enough to add on what I've already had in Uganda to make a complete package.
My expectations are quite big because I know how Rwanda was in the 90s, and since I have been told and heard a lot about the new developments. So I expect to see all those, and what I've seen so far in just 1 hour in Kigali has already proved to be a great and wonderful to see a quiet, beautiful, a clean city, organized, disciplined. So my expectations are very great for the rest of the week.
The activity could not have been a success without the participation of various sponsors: the Rwandan Development Board, Tourism and Conservation Department, and Rwanda were the main sponsors. Many more sponsors and partners joined the endeavor for various reasons.
I think one of our greatest motivators is to market Rwanda as a top tourism destination worldwide. We are stakeholders in the industry, and then of course we are key players in the industry, and we felt that it was very important for us to participate in this kind of effort, because it's meant to bring in more tourists. It's also meant to bring in more people and to help other East Africans also appreciate this as a tourism product.
The main reason we are really interested into this farm trip is the exchanges that we get to benefit from, that is touristic and economical. So with working closely with travel agencies ensures that we get to learn and tell them about our product, that is Rwanda, and the best way for them to actually be able to sell for us or to sell our product, sell our destinations, is for them to come and have a visit and see for themselves, experience what we say we have that is competitive and attractive.
Iyo urebye nawe ubona twona no kwitera inkunga y'abantu no kwitera inkunga nka Betania no gutera inkunga igihugu cyacu, kubanga iyo abantu baje mu gihugu bakabona ibyiza igihugu cyacu gifite, bakabona ibyiza Betania ifite, abangaba ni abantu bafite ijwi rirerire, bafite ijwi rikomeye, bazagenda bakageza ku bandi bantu babayobora babakiriya babo, bakabagezaho image nziza y'igihugu. Ikino none kubanga iyo dukorera muri East African Community biradufasha nyine no guhuza imbaraga, biradufasha guhuza imbaraga. Akaba yabwira umuntu uti uzaza nugera Uganda usura ibi, ugere mu Rwanda urebe ibi, ugere Kenya urebe ibi, bikaba byatuma umuntu atarambirwa, umuntu uturutse hanze, umunyamahanga uturutse hanze atarambirwa.
Twahoze tuganira bambwira ati tuzakohereza abantu, ariko nitwohereza abantu turashaka ko bafata neza nkaho bari bafashwe neza muri Tanzania cyangwa Uganda cyangwa muri Kenya.
Abantu bose iyo baje korera ibyiza bitasa u Rwanda bituma batugana bakaza, cyane cyane ko ari twe tubacumbikira, ari twe tubagaburira, urumva ko tufitemo inyungu cyane.
Welcome back. You're still watching Destinations with me, Emmanuel Munyarukumbuzi. We have just looked at the reasons of organizing the farm trip, heard the expectations of participants and the motivations of sponsors and partners. Now, let the fun begin. Let's discover with the participants the mesmerizing wonders that would let the visitors stay longer in the land of 1,000 hills. Upon arrival at Kamembe Airport, participants took the road to Nyungwe National Park. They first stopped by Nyungwe Forest Lodge, one of the award-winning hotels in the country. Designed to fit harmoniously within its beautiful natural surroundings, Nyungwe offers guests exceptional 5-star comfort and assures an experience rich in local culture, fluently fused with quality service and African courtesy. The lodge is situated in the Gisakura working tea plantation on the edge of the Nyungwe National Park.
I have been to Rwanda before a couple of times, and so I know it in and out. But the 3 days that I've been here, I've found new things that I didn't leave behind that are quite interesting, that would push me to market Rwanda more than I've been doing to bring more clients. I left Nyungwe the last time I was down there when they were constructing a lodge, which I thought was very close to the road. But when I visited it, it's a few meters away from the road. Superb. Maybe 10 star would rate it. Nyungwe Forest Lodge. I saw one room, I didn't want to go to another. It was enough for me. Superb. Top end.
From the lodge, they took the road to Nyungwe National Park, East Africa's largest protected high-altitude rainforest and the largest tract of mountain rainforest on the African continent. As participants walked in the splendid forest, admiring the beauty of the scenery and discover more about the flora and fauna of the forest, they had a chance of discovering some of the tree species in the rainforest and learn about the traditional use of some of them. Their discovery in the rainforest took them to the canopy walk. The experience was marvelous for them as they could have a panoramic view of the forest.
I think the canopy taught me a whole lot of trust and focus. When you have your picture or your eyes set on the bigger picture and you keep taking one step at a time, you'll get there.
The infrastructure is the first of its kind in East Africa and the third of its kind in Africa. The platform is above a steep and deep valley stretching across massive forests. It allows tourists to view different animal species in Nyungwe Forest. Those include butterflies, birds, and blue monkeys that dwell in the upper levels of the forest. The forest is known to be inhabited by 13 rare primate species, nearly 300 species of birds, and more than 150 types of orchids.
Like what we've had right now was a thick forest, which I'm pretty much sure that is nowhere in Africa at the moment. And on this thick forest, you have an experience like the canopy walk, which was really, really amazing. And I want to give a shout to Rwanda government that that was really an experience, and it was really a good investment on it. And I want them to they should maintain it because it's something which makes somebody come and appreciate it.
I would encourage every client that comes to Rwanda at least to experience the canopy walk. It's such a rare thing. I've not seen it anywhere. It's rare. I've not seen it in Uganda even. So when I saw the canopy walk, I said, now how do people move on this canopy thing? But when I experienced it, it was really a nice thing, a unique thing, and I pray that everyone can try it out.
Canopy walk, I love being informed, so I read a lot. I've been seeing it in magazines and stuff, and I wanted to do it. I did it twice, so that I could take some photographs, and it's superb. Well done. You know, I used to see that in South America. I am glad that it is in Rwanda, and I will thank whoever did it, whether it's the government of Rwanda or the ministry or RDB. Thank you very much for that.
The following night, participants slept in Karongi, and the following day they headed to Rubavu. On their way, they visited the Ndaba Rock and its breathtaking waterfall. The site is a tourism attraction for mountain sports adventure. Participants headed to Rubavu and admired the beautiful Lake Kivu that sparkles with tropical splendor. They had time to unwind in the lavish gardens of the Palm Garden Resort. They later gathered around the campfire. That was the end of the day. The following day, the tour operators from Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda started the tour of Musanze by visiting the Musanze caves. The formation of those caves happened around 1 million years ago, according to researchers. The volcanoes in the region erupted for the last time around 3,000 years ago. Rwandans discovered the caves at around the year 800 and they used it for different purposes. For instance, they were used in wartime, where the king would enter them and get out on the other end. The enemy would think that he uses supernatural powers to disappear and reappear anytime. The cave was also used for traditional rituals. The caves are home to different animals such as bats as well as other nocturnal animals that use it as a hideout place during the day and leave it in the night to hunt and feed themselves.
The cave was also nice, though I expected snakes there. I didn't see any because I kept on asking, are there snakes there? I personally fear snakes. So I was so fearful. I thought on the way we'll see the snakes, but good enough they are not there. We saw the bats. The bats were so... They behaved. They didn't disturb us.
It's my first time in that cave. The experience was so awesome. At some point where we had to put off all our torches, and it was wow. You feel like I don't know which part of the world, but it was great.
You know, you are told that you're going to a cave and you think you're going to walk in the darkness and hitting this and that. But when we entered, everything is nicely arranged. There are steps that I didn't expect. You know, you have the torches. I thought we were going to mine. I had my small torch, but very bright. You know, I kept checking for things. You know, looking for animals, because usually in caves there are animals there, genets and bats and stuff, but finally I got some. I thought I would see snakes there, because some of the caves I've been to, I've seen cobras and pythons there, but I didn't see any. But you know, the whole setup of the cave is perfect.
The trip was also an opportunity for participants to know each other and get to socialize. For instance, here they were celebrating a birthday for one of the participants.
Honestly speaking, I guess honestly, and I'm being very honest, this is probably the biggest surprise in my life in terms of a birthday.
The tour operators woke up very early the next day to make sure they are on time for the so expected face-to-face encounter with mountain gorillas. At the headquarters of the Volcanoes National Park, they got the instructions and by groups of 8 and less departed for the adventure. Just before entering the park, the guides told them more about the famous mountain gorillas and answered some questions of the guests. The hike was an experience in itself before meeting the mountain gorillas. For many, meeting mountain gorillas is described as a lifetime experience. Gorillas are the largest members of the primate family and are closely related to humans, with 98% of their DNA identical to that of humans. Historically, the gorilla has been portrayed as a vicious killer. However, they are shy, gentle creatures that would not attack humans unless provoked. They maintain strong bonds between group members.
Oh my God. I am so excited. Very excited. It's a dream come true. I mean, before I came to Rwanda, I always thought the gorillas in Rwanda are on a flat terrain. You know, I always told my clients, it's very easy, they're on a flat terrain, and then I thought I would see just a few of them. But now I realize you have very many gorillas, because we visited this group of, it's called the Special Ereka Group. It has 22 gorillas. I saw the babies, I saw the silverback, and the females. I'm very excited. I thought they would be so aggressive, because before we set off, I told the guys, no, I don't want any gorilla to touch me, please. I'll be near you. So that was, I thought they would disturb us, they would be surrounding us, but it wasn't the fact, it wasn't the case.
I thought it was really a short walk. I just found it was not so simple to climb up the hill, but it was okay. Eventually I'm starting to enjoy.
In recent decades, gorilla populations have been affected by habitat loss, disease, and poaching. Subsequently, all gorilla species are classified as endangered.
This is my first time to do the gorillas, but I've liked it. In the beginning, I thought it's a walkover. Just go, you see the gorillas, then you come. But it's really an adventure. The guides have been so helpful. I was so fearful, but now I think I can touch a gorilla.
Though it is difficult to implement successful conservation techniques, conservation efforts persist, and several governmental and non-governmental organizations named the year 2009 the Year of the Gorilla, with the aim of working together to further improve gorilla conservation. Dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed traveling with the tourism professionals on the farm trip. The tour operators who attended the study tour also had an opportunity of visiting the Kigali Genocide Memorial Center, the Institute of National Museums of Rwanda, both in Nyanza and Huye. They also had a chance of learning some features of the Rwandan culture in Bugesera and had a Kigali city tour before departing to their respective countries. Apart from increasing the number of tourists who visit Rwanda, the farm trip is expected to boost the tourism industry in Rwanda and the East African region. Viewers, this is the end. Please do enjoy the rest of the programs Rwanda Television has in store for you. Bye-bye.